synes, de er sådan lidt træge i det. Har du ikke nogle helt gode idéer til, at jeg kan få motivationen lidt mere op at køre med?
Motivation?
Ja, du ved det der med at få eleverne involveret i tingene, og de føler lidt, at det er deres projekt, så de involverer sig i det, og bare deltager aktivt, alt det her.
Altså, nu er jeg jo været lærer i rigtig mange år efterhånden, og det ser jeg som lidt noget opoptimeret noget. Det kommer helt til selv. Ja.
Nå,
det skal det
ja,
jo.
okay.
Og så har jeg altid sagt, det ikke første gang, så slår du bare hårdt.
Så du slår dine elever?
Nej. Ikke sådan. Men så råber man måske lidt højere.
Du råber af dem? Nej.
Snakker lidt højt, eller sådan, og det virker hver gang. Ja. Og de er så engageret.
Det plejer jeg slet ikke at gøre.
Ja, måske skulle prøve det.
Ja.
Jeg tror, den er god.
Ja. Nej, det tror jeg faktisk ikke. Jeg tror, jeg tror, at vi skal have... ved du hvad? Cooperative learning.
Har du ikke et eller andet stramajbroderi, du er i gang med? Jeg tror nok, det var dit, der lå og flød ud på gang hjemme i Falder, da jeg kom her til morgen. Så hvis du nu går nu, så kan jeg nyde min kaffe i fred.
Nå. Jeg havde da sådan håbet på, at vi kunne lave et projekt sammen, og så ville vores klasser.
Nej, jeg skulle ikke tid til det. Jeg er booket op næste 365 dage.
Biber, Henriette. Helt ærligt, nu skal I altså tage at høre her. Okay, Biber. Vi har fået indtil flere kommentarer og flere klager fra forældrene angående din såkaldte undervisning og din undervisningsplanlægning.
Det kan
Biber, prøv at høre. Du har været her i lang tid.
Ja, det har.
Så det vi gør i stedet for, det er, at vi sender dig på motivationskursus. Så kan det være, at du rent faktisk...
det tror jeg ikke.
Biber, prøv at høre her. Du tager det kursus, ikke? Og så når du er kommet tilbage, så går vi ud fra, at du har lært en ting eller to.
Ja, det er nok ikke ting.
Motivationskursus, det lyder mega spændende. Jeg vil vildt gerne med.
Okay, så gør vi det. Tillykke, Biber. Du har nogen, der skal med dig.
Det bliver vildt hyggeligt.
Det er godt.
Det er bare så sjovt, det her, hva'?
Welcome to Motivation 101. My name is Mr. West. What is motivation? Motivation is the key to succeeding in educating the young generation. Through the duration of this course, you will learn how to motivate yourself and your students to achieve results which are satisfying to both yourself, the parents, and most importantly, the students. To do this, I will start with informing you on the basic principles of what motivation is.
Det kommer til at tage lang tid, det her, ikke?
Do you have a comment?
No, nej.
Sir, what is your name?
Bieber.
Bieber? Mr. Bieber. What do you do to motivate your students?
Was this a part of... Well, I'm there.
You're there,
Yeah.
as I thought. Now please be silent while I am speaking. As I said, I will start with informing you on the basic principles of what motivation is. To do this, I have employed the aid of the Oxford English Dictionary, which defines motivation as a reason or reasons for acting or behaving in a particular way. It stems from the word motive, which stems from the old French word motif, and which in turn derives from the Latin word motivus, which means to move. And that is what motivation is, especially in education. It is to move your students. Many students will not be motivated on their own accord. Therefore, you as the educator must move the students. It is imperative that the main motivation is intrinsic, or at the very least, it is the best results that are derived from this. Intrinsic motivation means motivation that comes from within. This is when they find the activity fun, interesting, or otherwise personally satisfying. However, this will rarely be the case when talking about a subject in school. Therefore, another type of motivation is needed, one that does not come naturally. The other type of motivation is extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is defined as motivation created from an external source. Reward, punishment, created goals, to name a few. We are motivated to do X in order to achieve Y. Extrinsic motivation is also created from social groups and cultural diameters. We become motivated to pursue goals that are valued and respected in our cultural environment. Important to note is that motivation is difficult to research. There will be ebbs and flows depending on the learner's past experiences. And I guess this is the case for you, Mr. Bieber. Your past experiences is why you do not find motivation important, and that, in turn, is why you are not an adequate teacher. Next, my colleague, Mr. White, will tell you about flow theory.
Well, as I said, nej, vi tager lige på dansk, fordi den kan godt være det i min virkelig, den her. Hvem var det så, der sagde det der? Kom, nogen. Vågn nu op dernede! Ja.
Var det ikke ham der H.C. Andersen?
Nej, nu lægger du bare til at sove igen, ikke også? Ja, andre. Kom nu! Kom nu for helvede! Det her det er jo, ja.
Shakespeare.
Ja, det kan da umuligt have noget selv fundet på det der. Men ja, det var faktisk korrekt googlet.
Hi everyone, now it's my turn. My name is Mr. White. I'd like to give thanks to Mr. West, who was here before me. I'm here to talk a little bit about flow theory as a part of motivation. Flow. What is flow? Flow is a mental state of operation that kids, grown-up, men and women alike find themselves in when they are fully immersed in a given task. Flow is a energized, positive focus, a full how should I put this? It's in a full involvement in the process and activity at hand. In essence, you could say that flow is characterized by the complete absorption of what you are currently doing. There exist some idiomatic phrases when people are experiencing flow. They tend to describe it. Some of these idiomatic phrases could be being on fire when you are currently doing something. I am on fire, meaning that you are currently doing excellent and you like this. You are on a roll, or you are jacked in, as in jacked into a system of sorts. You are experiencing flow throughout your body and your mind. There are some conditions before you can be defined as you are in flow. The activity that you must currently be doing, or this exercise that you are participating in, must have a clear set of defined goals and process, that you are aware of your goals and aware of your process, and you are working actively, energized and positively towards them. This task at hand must also, as the second condition, have clear and immediate feedback, that you are capable of, when you're doing something, that you receive feedback of what you're doing almost instantaneous, that you are aware of what that you might be doing is currently good, or at least on your progress of achieving your goals. As the third and as the third and final condition before you are within flow, there must be a good balance between the perceived challenge and your own skill, which means that before that you can be within this flow, you have to have confidence in your own skills, and you will have to be able to work towards your goal, that there is this balance between the activity and your own skills. I have a chart which I would like to show you, which could be relevant for you. This is my flow chart. Oh, sorry. Thank you for pointing that out, Henrietta. Right. This is my flow chart. This path shows when you're within flow. If you are below these lines, or if you are below this line, then you are not motivated enough. Then you must still work towards. Then you must still work towards their flow, your students' flow. If they are above this line, that means that they are demotivated. Either the given task at hand doesn't have clear enough goals or anything like it. Simply, if they are above this line, they are not within the conditions of flow theory. Now, flow in our everyday. As I mentioned earlier, then everybody is to some extent experiencing flow on their own lives. Sports, spirituality, gaming, music, art, math. Basically, every single activity that you might find interesting or is clear to your heart, you can experience flow here. How should I put this? Achieving flow in your students might be the greatest experience that you can create as a teacher, but also the greatest experience that you can have as a teacher, because this within these lines is pure gold. Your students are the definition of motivated. They are immersed. Achieve this. I'm looking at you. Achieve this, and your classroom changes. So, thank you very much. I think my time is up. I'd like to give it up for Miss Brown.
All right. Hi, girls.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
We're working on a project.
Yes.
And our theme is spare time and hobby.
Yeah.
Henrietta, can you come and help us?
If I would come and help you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Just in a minute.
Good.
And we will write a poem and then write it for class.
Wow, that is really good. So, what do you do in your spare time? You like horses?
Yeah.
You know, to ride a horse?
Yes.
All right.
Hello, my name is Miss Brown, and I work for the Breeze Institute of Motivational Programs. And I'm here today to talk about motivation, surprise. And I will finish this course off with giving you some practical examples of how to bring motivation into the classroom and some pieces of advice. As I said, it was motivation. Sorry for my handwriting, but remember, this is a golden word, and you need to bring this into your class. And for this, for you to achieve motivation in your classroom, you have to be aware that the teacher's behavior is considered to be the single most important motivational tool. And that is very important to remember. If you're not motivated, your students won't be either. As a teacher, you have to remember to show your passion and enthusiasm towards your students, and towards the topics and the assignments. You have to be inspirational, because if you are inspirational, you will inspire your students. And it gives a contagious effect on the students. You have to show commitment and treat your students as if they already are eager learners, not as if they are beginners, you know. And you, as a teacher, need to show your expectations. Because the students will live up to or down to what you're expecting. So you have to be aware of the fact that you are affecting other people when you're our teacher. So you have to be very clear in your expectations and how you show your expectations. Another important fact is to get to know your students, get to know them and build a relationship. A teacher-student.
For helvede, Henriette, du sidder ikke og tegner.
Relationship. You have to build this relationship, trust and respect. That is essential for you to do that. You have to show the students that you care for them so that they feel that they are special. And at the same time, it would be a really good idea to involve the parents, to have a good parent-teacher relationship. Because not only is it a good idea to have a good relationship with the parents, you also get some powerful allies. And the parents' attitude towards language learning and its speakers will affect or influence the children. So parents, don't forget them. Always keep the parents informed and ask for their assistance. I think more parents would like to help than we think, because we're not using them enough. And enthusiastic parents also gives enthusiastic students. And it is also very important that you have a supportive and a pleasant classroom. You probably have heard of the method called Desuggestopedia. Haven't you, Beaver?
No.
No?
Nej.
Henriette?
Yes, I know Desuggestopedia.
Yeah, you know Desuggestopedia. Do you want me to explain what it is?
Yeah.
Desuggestopedia is all about having a room with lots of charts and pictures, because your students will be affected of what they see and can read, even though they are not aware of it. So it's something they do unconsciously. Well, but what I was starting out with saying was the supportive and the pleasant classroom, or the atmosphere. You have to create an emotional safe zone for the students, where there is no tension, no hostile comments, no sarcasm, but only respect and mutual trust. That is very important for your students to feel safe. And you also need to have a non-tolerance, that it's okay to make mistakes. You don't have to yell at them when they make mistakes. It's okay, because making mistakes is a part of learning. Last but not least, I have some advice. Be humorous, that's better than being boring. Have focus on cooperation. Make the learner aware of personal strengths and abilities. You have to vary your tasks, your materials, and methodology. You have to carefully consider the student's affective filter. Don't cross the line. And always give positive feedback on students' work. And always choose materials and topics that are relevant. I think that was it from me. And I will say thank you very much for listening. Oh, Bieber, do you have a question? Or?
Yes. What you're saying is that by using this method, I'll be able to get something more out of my students then?
Yeah. If you're very
okay.
positive.
Okay. Okay, skal jeg stoppe nu? Diagonal lige. Og for helvede, man, det her motivation, er det kraftigt, man kan snart til at blive færdig.
Hi everyone. My name is. Everybody was kung fu fighting.